Hey everyone, this is Coach Emma. As I told your parents at the meeting, I would send this video so that you would be able to look at the build-up positions in a way that you can start to learn them before we go out on the field and we start practicing. These are very important to understand because they will become an essential part of the way we play. Whenever the goalkeeper has the ball, we have to know what to do. We have to know how to start the play and how to move up the field. This season, we are going to play in a 2-4-2 formation, like you can see here on the board. We have the two center backs, we have four midfielders with two holding midfielders and two wingers, and then we're going to play with two strikers. When the goalkeeper has the ball, I want the two center backs to be literally touching the sideline. Why? Because this gives you enough space, more space to deal with the pressure. Okay? The other team is not going to be able to press from inside the box, so the most they're going to be is up here, top of the box. If you stand here, midway through, you're likely to be faced with pressure right away. So you're going to back up all the way until your heels are touching the sideline, and then you have enough time and space to handle the pressure that's going to be coming. So the two center backs always start in this position. The two midfielders are going to be almost in front of their respective center backs. They're going to be working in a pair right here in the middle. The wingers on the left and on the right, I would like them to be always touching the sideline when the goalkeeper has the ball or whenever we have a goal kick. This is to make sure that we're spreading the field, we're spreading the opposition, we are creating those big gaps in between the press that we can use them to get out of the press, right? If we're going to be standing here, you're not likely to receive the ball, you're not likely to be open. The wider you can be, the better, okay? So I always want the wingers to be touching the sideline and making the pitch as wide as possible, okay? So if you're going to be playing winger, I don't want to tell you every time the goalkeeper has the ball, get wide, okay? You know, when the goalkeeper has the ball, we get as wide as we can get. The two strikers, you're going to be starting here. Again, you're going to work as a pair. So something that I want you to notice is these triangles. So we have a triangle over here on the right side. We have a triangle over here on the left side. These triangles are going to be used a lot as we build the play up. Let's say the ball is played to this defender over here. The defender can play either through the center. Defender can play out wide. If those two options don't work, we can play to the goalie, okay? But this triangle is very important because we can play middle wide or we can play wide middle, okay? This is going to help us a lot. Again, middle wide or wide middle. The two strikers, they're going to divide the field in two. So one side is going to be one striker's responsibility. The other side is going to be the other striker's responsibility. Again, let's pretend the ball is played out wide to the center back. This striker on this side is responsible to be ball side and potentially be able to receive a pass right this way. And the other striker is going to shift accordingly. Okay? In case these two options don't work and we cannot go back to the goalkeeper, the center back needs to be able to make this kind of pass. So the two strikers, as the ball is moving side to side, you are also responsible to be moving side to side. When we build from the back, I always say it's building from the back, it is not dribbling out of the back. So we are likely to play 3 touches, 4 touches, 5 touches, but we have to release the ball and we have to pass and play together in order to advance up the field. Once we cross midfield, then we can start to take people on 1v1, we can start to dribble more and things like that. But again, If you're a center back, you're likely not going to dribble out of the back, because if you lose the ball in these spaces, it can be very tricky. So let's show you, I'm going to show you something as if we had some opponents pressing us. As I told you, I'm going to show you one more time why it is very important to have those two triangles on one side and on the other side. If the midfielder is covered, we can play out to the wing. If the winger is covered, we can play through the midfield, okay? So depending on where the striker is going to be, you can always choose. A triangle gives you two options to play. Again, midfielder is covered, we can play out wide. Winger is covered, we can play in the middle. In a situation where they're pressing us like this, we can always do, as I said before, pass out wide, pass in the middle. We use the triangle. This player right now is in the midfielder is in the shadow of the blue player. He cannot receive the ball. But if we play wide and if we play through, there we go. He receives the ball. Same thing can happen on this side. Maybe he's in the shadow. You play through the middle. You play wide to the winger. Okay? So, one more time. We are going to be using these two triangles a lot. Defenders as deep as you can. Wingers wide as you can, touching the sideline. The two midfielders facing our own goal, working as a pair and trying to receive the ball from the defenders. Strikers moving side to side depending where the ball is. Okay? Last thing to say, of course, our principle is going to be until you have space to move forward, if you're not opposed, you always take the ball up the field. Once the press comes on, you don't have space to dribble forward, we can start looking for options up the field. If we cannot play up the field for some reason, we always have the option to play back to our goalie. Our goalkeepers are very good at using their feet, and they can play in the field just as defenders, midfielders, or wingers can. Okay? When there is an option forward, we play back. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the soccer field very soon.